11 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
You are looking live at the sold-out Canada Field in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, for this Simulation Football League contest between the London Knights and the Vancouver Legion. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northup. Alongside me is Rick Northup.
Good afternoon.
And as we take a look at the comparison, both teams are really even, although Vancouver ranks number 1 in turnover differential. The Knights boast top 5 offense and the defense and the number 1 offense, scoring over 38 points per game.
And number 1 in total offense.
11 Sports welcomes you.
2 in total defense, Colin. It's a load for anybody.
Rob Roby calls the toss to the Cole. It's heads. Legion elect to take the football first. Oh, Rick, exciting times here.
Absolutely. It's fun to see the Empire battle the colonies here in what was supposed to be British North America, also known as Canada. And I think you're right, Colin. These are two good teams. And it could be anybody's game.
Jose Noe to kick off for London. And we're underway. And the return. Set up at the 5-yard line coming out. And tackled at the 26. That's where the Legion will start. And we'll see Sergeant Tom Pepper on the field first, number 16.
Sergeant Pepper. That's right. Let's hope he's not a lonely heart today if you're a Legion fan. Sporting their blue and white unis. Fairly classic, fairly sharp.
Suno Nakai, the 9th overall pick, is in the backfield. Pepper under center, has 2 receivers up to either side, gives to Nakai on the power play to the left side, and he'll pick up 7 yards to make it a 2nd and 3 situation.
London's uniforms are pretty sharp too, but I got to give the nod to Vancouver here. And, this just in, every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
The wide receivers are Brett Killian, Rich Pratchett, and the tight end is number 88, Craig Hearn. We'll set the London defense for you after this play as Pepper draws back, throw fast, step number 1 goes to Suno Nakai, breaks the tackle, only picks up 2 yards and gets knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line to set up a 3rd and 1.
Not a bad play there to get them out of that 2nd and long. And well done on the swing pass to the outside. I'm very pleased about the way the SFL in general is executing those plays this season, Colin.
Here's a 3rd and 1 situation, 3-man backfield for Nakai. And he gets the ball, 3rd man through! He gets the first down, but gets a big hit from the linebacker, Slim Shady, number 99.
Just going to sledgehammer them there with a couple of extra blockers. They only needed a yard. Like you say, he got hammered, but not until after he had made the line to gain.
So Slim Shady is the inside linebacker. The rookie DeAndre Washington is the outside linebacker. William Davidson, the defensive tackle. The defensive backs are Jeff Malinishin and Jeff Blake. As Nakai gets the carry there, he loses 2 yards. The corners are Evan Arthur, number 22, and Dean Maddox, number 23. William Davidson is the defensive tackle, number 59. 2nd down and 12. Pepper. Quick drop back, fires over the middle, complete to number 12, Brett Killian. The longest tenured member of the Legion. He's been with them for all 5 seasons of his career.
He brings that sort of steady veteran leadership now to that franchise, Colin. Solid performer and well respected by his teammates.
There's Nakai dotting a 3-man backfield again. The extra tight end is with the fullback brick wall, number 31. And Nakai spun in the that was 3rd down, and it'll be a yard short.
Oh.
It'll be a yard short as Glenn Cullen, the backup free safety, came in and made the tackle. And they're going to line up to go for it. We'll see if it works. Press coverage from London. Pepper all by himself in the shotgun. He's doing the hard count maneuver.
Hold your breath.
And they didn't jump off after the count of 3. But forthcoming now, Pepper jogs over the sideline to talk to his head coach, Andy Hamilton.
Well, they gave it a shot, as teams are wont to do. But they do burn a timeout early here in the first quarter.
It could cause problems for them a little bit. Oh.
A request for the Rick meter. Well, the Rick meter, let's see what London can do first before we give an early Rick meter reading.
The punt is away. Maddox returns it up to the 25. We'll get our first look at Rob Roby, who has over 1,000 passing yards already through just 4 weeks. He's quarterback number 1, second year in London, spent time previously in San Francisco.
Yeah, both. For those of you who follow the financial markets, I would put both Vancouver and London as investment-grade teams. I would give London a slight advantage. Both are on positive watch for upgrade.
Empty backfield. Roby, medium drop back, fires over the middle. That is complete to number 12, James Hands. His other brother, Donnie Hands, is the other wide receiver, number 11. And there's a look at Roby. He's number 4 with over 1,200 yards passing, right behind Christian Christensen, Ron Cochran, and E.T. King. Reggie Streeter is the halfback, number 34, and the tight end for London is Trevor Farrell, number 82. Here's the Streeter, and he's up in the backfield. Among the tacklers was the new linebacker, number 54, Doug Day, just signed this week, along with the other linebacker, Russ Snow, number 97. Good tackling that, Rick.
Absolutely. And it puts London in a little bit of a bind at 3rd and 5.
Of course, Farrell is a converted wide receiver playing his first year in tight end following time spent in Indianapolis. And before that, Vancouver. Back to throw. Roby steps up. Oh, he threw it, but it was out of bounds.
Oh, no.
And we didn't even have time to set up the rest of the Vancouver defense other than Day.
We'll get to that. So a couple comments on the Rick meter. First of all, we can't have an on-screen Rick meter until I trademark the darn thing. And second of all, it's going to be solidly right in the middle, favoring neither team at this point. Here's your punt.
And fielded cleanly, and he's blown up at the 35. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, presented by ATM Music.
everything.
And we have the Legion ready for their second drive. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Sudo Nakai dots the modified I formation. He gets the handoff and he bursts through the middle for a pickup of 7 yards. And this rookie looking good here in the early going.
Absolutely. And this will be interesting here in the second possession. 2nd and 3rd, not a bad time to maybe take a shot or uncork something.
Craig Hearn, he could be a target here, but they get to Nakai once again. He breaks the tackle, and he will get the first down to 47.
There you go, full Leonard Skinner. Nothing fancy. Just picking up moving the sticks.
London only gives up 76 rushing yards per game, while Vancouver rushes for over 100. They're at 107 exactly. So it'll be a good test.
Or if you will, a second helping of that rookie.
Here's one receiver to either side. Pepper under center. We haven't seen him throw much, only a couple pass attempts. Here's another handoff to Nakai, sweeping wide, and there goes Nakai, spins it. Picks up 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, lightning in a bottle there, I'll tell you. Keeps playing like that, Colin. Could be one of the best pickups of the season right there. Impressive. And hats off to Vancouver's O-line, as they surely appear to know what they're doing.
Yeah, the receiver to the top this time. Nakai gets the carry again, and he carries people to the London 40-yard line for a first down.
Okay, props for the sort of old school face mask he's wearing. Kai.
Complete with neck roll. Not many running backs I know can wear a neck roll like he does. Empty backfield set. Pepper under center, staring at a nickel defense. Pepper under center. We haven't seen him throw much, only a couple passes. Throw, struck off a sack, and he's gonna throw it away.
Full water boy there. Let's see if we get a replay on that. I didn't see who came right over the center. But Adam Sandler just tweeted, "Hey, like that move, son."
2nd and 10.
Now Killian is to the bottom this time. The extra tight end is number 83, Bryce Duncan, as Nakai gets the carry. He only picks up 2.
Impressive there. London changes up a little bit on their attack, gets in the backfield. Nakai still makes something positive out of it.
Shady is the veteran of this defense. He's spent all 4 years of his career with London. As Vancouver will go with the 3 wide receivers, the tight end, flex that. Pepper, quick drop, over the middle, knocked away. Pass intended for Rich Pratchett is knocked away at the last minute. I didn't see who that was, but that was probably Shady back in coverage there. We get another 3 and out from the Legion.
It was almost a completion to the Knights. Lucky there.
Oh yeah, Butter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
And the punt from Johnston is away. It's angled toward the corner. And we'll get stopped inside the 5 and be marked at the 4.
Wow. Well, if this is going to degrade into a punting field position game, the Rick meter just swung a little bit over towards Vancouver. Well done.
Don't forget to follow the Simulation Football League on Instagram at SimulationFL. And give our partners at Nation's Best a like over there as well. Here's 2 tight ends. Streeter's the back. Here it gives to Streeter, powering wide, and Reggie Streeter will pick up 3 yards.
Just trying to find a hole there as they kind of stretch things over to the right side of the formation column.
So for the rest of the Legion defense, they had defensive tackle number 90, Zig Washington. They have Kevin Brackett, number 95. We already mentioned Doug Day. The corners are Kyler Murray and Manik Kanaka. And the free safety is Mark Lopez, and the strong safety's got Schultz. Streeter goes up the middle, gets to the 11 to set up a 3rd and 3.
Well, every third down's important, but obviously in a field position game with them backed up deep, this is a key one for both sides of the ball.
And they'll probably put it in Streeter's hands. No, they will put it in Streeter's hands via the air, and Murray with a great tackle.
They swing it out to him, and Vancouver's DB sniff that out. Usually you count on one man being there, making one man miss, but Vancouver has 2 in the vicinity.
And they lost a yard on that play. It'll be 4th and 10. Legion should get good field position. And it's returned up to the London 39. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by AP Music on 11 Sports.
Between 2010 and 2016 and experienced serious complications, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Physio-mesh complications include infection, mesh migration, chronic pain, and reopening of the hernia. There are time deadlines to file, so don't wait. If you don't win, you pay nothing.
Call 800-418-3690. That's 800-418-3690.
So the Legion take over on the Knight 39-yard line following their own brilliant special teams play. And 2 receivers to the bottom, Killian and Pratchard. Pratchard is in the slot. And here's the give to Nakai, and Nakai will get stopped at the line of scrimmage the hard way. No gain, 2nd and 10. 36 yards and 10 carries for Sudo.
You know, they should have recognized London had 2 DBs about 10 or 12 yards off the line on the right side of the formation, and Vancouver did not have a wideout over there. Those guys came up and made stuff the run and run support.
And they go empty again. Pepper will go down. Sack time. Number 94 for the Knights.
So Vancouver doesn't...
Jamie McDonald on the sack.
Sorry about that, Colin. Vancouver doesn't check out of something that was headed into the strength possibly of the London defense, and it produces no gain. And there, London crosses them up on D and gets the sack. So,
speaking of sacks, looking at the sack leader, William Davidson is 3rd with 5 sacks. Tied for 2nd along with Seattle's Denzel Maverick Ghibli 2. Leading the way with 9. The bottom, Killian and Pratchard. Pratchard is in the slot. Has the throw on 3rd and 15. Will go out to Suno Nakai on the swing, and he will do his best to make this a more shorter. 4th down, but it's still not enough. It'll be 4th and 8.
Yep. Well, Vancouver, the Legion couldn't get, I know they wanted to get a couple of linemen released so they could get downfield and block, and there just was no blocking there for him.
And the punt is away by Johnston and returned up to the 15 by Maddox.
So another good punt, and the Knights are stuck in their own shrubbery back in the shadow of their own end zone.
Right now, they're not so much the mighty London Knights as they're the Knights who like to say neat. Well, at least when it comes to offense, that is.
Well, let's see. Exactly. Somebody's going to have an offensive play here sooner or later.
2 receivers to the bottom, Hands brothers. Roby back to throw. Fires over the road. It's going to be intercepted by the Knights. And it's tucked there for a pick 6. Touchdown, Vancouver.
Wow. Well, I was right about somebody's going to make a play. I was wrong about the offense is going to make a play. And there's exactly why you play. If you have to play field position, you do it. Because if you get the pick, it's just a short stroll into the end zone.
Looking for Donnie Hands was Roby. Instead, threw it to a linebacker who took it the other way.
Or was that more like a mosey? We mosey into. Back when I was running cattle drives during the late 1800s, we moseyed a lot.
The extra neat. Well, at least when it comes to offense, that is.
Well, let's see.
Point is up and through. So with 37 seconds left in the first quarter, 7-0. Vancouver in front following a pick 6.
The Knights offense. Gotta shake this one off, Colin.
And it's fielded by Langley, who gets blown up at the 30-yard line.
That's a decent return. And better starting field position than the last 2 possessions for the Knights, Colin. You got any prescriptions for the Knights if you could wave a magic wand right now on offense?
Well, it's probably more Streeter.
More Streeter, all right.
And Reggie Streeter gets to carry up the middle. He picks up 4 yards on first down. And AJ Pick 6 subscribing to League Partner 11 Sports Next with a Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, sir. Here's a 2nd and 6. Roby turns and gives again to Streeter, cutting his way through traffic, picks up 3 more yards. End of the first quarter, 7-0, Vancouver in front of London.
I'm John Edwards, chair of the ICF's Paracanoe Committee. Well, we've got 12 events here. We've got 35 nations from around the world here, from all continents, and we have approximately 135 athletes. So we have 2 boats. We have the kayak and the Va'a boat. The kayak is slightly wider and a little more stable in the water than the able-bodied boat. The Va'a boat is a boat which stems from Oceania and has the pontoon on one side, and of course it is tremendously stable. It's a very intense 200 meters, very exciting, which makes also very exciting finishes. There's no question this is the highlight of the year. This is also where the canoe sprint community is. This is really the highlight of ICF canoeing in the world. There are over 1,000 athletes altogether, and the event, very specially, is totally integrated. Athletes who have impairments feel totally welcome within this display of able-bodied athletes as well. It's a very positive and welcoming atmosphere here. Our first World Championship, where it was an exhibition event, was 2009 in Canada, and it has been on an absolute wonderful improvement. Every year there have been improvements, and performances have really surprised us and also surprised the International Paralympic Committee. It's all positive.
This afternoon's Simulation Football League broadcast on 11 Sports is presented by APM Music, Custom Music Library, and Custom Music House, is brought to you in part by Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of SFL, and Media Tech Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, United by Drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. And Rick, that was just absolutely beautiful.
That was cool. And a little known fact, that was me climbing on the rock there in the drone shot.
Well,
got out here early to do some hiking and sightseeing.
So London will start the second quarter down 7. I'm Colin Northrup. He's Rick Northrup next to me. As Rob Roby drops back to throw, fires over the middle. Oh, he almost threw another interception as Doug Day was in the neighborhood. I tell you, that guy's a remarkable story. He was signed just this week, and he discovered this league via 11 Sports. And
get out of town, really?
Yes, and he gets a pick 6 in less than his first quarter of play. There's a look at the chat right now.
Leave it to Colin to know the inside scoop on Doug Day, and he's got a pick 6 and found us through 11. Congratulations, young man.
And the fair catch is called at the 31-yard line. First and 10 for the Legion. They're up 7.
Well, the Legion can press their advantage here. The Rick meter has swung mildly over in the Legion's favor, but their offense hasn't shown us anything yet. And should they, they're going to get some Rick meter advantage.
Shooting Nakai in the backfield. Pepper will throw out to Nakai. Spins inside and picks up 6 yards on first. So when they're not handing in the ball, they're throwing in the ball.
Yeah, put your best people out there, give them touches, and I like the way they're executing those swing passes. And we want to welcome in all the spouses and significant others. We learned, Colin, that we're a bit of a fan with, we're a bit of a favorite of that crew. So thanks for listening and thanks for supporting your main SFLer.
And Pepper over the middle. That is complete to Rich Pratchett. At the London 49, first down as the clock ticks under 10 minutes to go. Pratchett is second year in the league off-season free agent pickup. Spent his rookie year with OKC.
This is a nice job of delivering that ball in traffic, and you don't know how many teams wish they could do that on a consistent basis.
Nakai in the backfield. Pepper will throw out to Nakai.
Vancouver shows you how it's done.
Here is Pepper handing off to Nakai on the power play. And there goes Soon on Nakai Doherty. All the way down to the London 24-yard line.
Can't prove the negative, but how many extra yards would he have had if he didn't run, if that one blocker didn't wander into his path there? Here we get another look at it. As he's rumbling down the field.
That's
avoid.
Rich Pratchett.
Oh, no.
Rich Pratchett, get out of the way, man. I'm trying to block for your halfback and make him look good, but get out of the way.
He's doing a good job. He's trying to hang on for dear life. You know, you're sustaining your block for that long. Hats off on that one, but he gets away and they wander into the running lane. Still, it's a first down.
Here's 3 receivers. Pepper throws it out complete. That's the Moose. Craig Hearn out of bounds. To the 7-yard line goes the Canadian Moose. He's
on a consistent basis.
6'5", 245 pounds.
The Moose is loose on that one.
Here's a look at the chat.
Oh, he's got that stiff arm ready.
TJ Cag SFL says, Rick Meter! Exclamation point.
It's inching. It's threatening to inch over further into the Vancouver side. We get an offensive touchdown, and they will have then a score. They will have then scored on both sides of the ball.
Denzel Maverick popping in to say hello as Pepper out to Nakai, and Suro trying to make a juke will only pick up 1 yard down to the 6.
Solid defense there by London. Holds him to just a short gain.
Doug says his wife is excited for him, and again to your point, we love to see the spousal support here.
Or significant other.
Yeah. And Pepper Nakai on the screen.
Come on.
Oh, and the lineman didn't get blocked. As Slim Shady makes the tackle, that's his 5th. He got one for lost.
Yeah, if you're the one into the SFL and your girlfriend or boyfriend is supporting you and listening along, they're probably passing some screen or some test. At least they would in my book, right, Colin?
Right. 3rd and goal. Pepper to the end zone, looking for Killian, but the ball was swatted up in the air. Looking for Jacobson, number 15, the slot receiver, but he was triple covered, and Vancouver will be forced to settle for 3 points here.
That ball flies through the air, flies up in the air like it's been punched away by a soccer goalie. Well,
Robkowski to try from the right hash out of the hold of Mark Salt. And it is good from 23 yards away, so Vancouver leads 10-0 over London. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented 8 p.m. Music on 11 Sports Network. Following the field goal, Legion in front 10-0. And the kick is away. Langley returns this one up to about the 29-yard line. And if you're Liam Crowder, Gerald Smith on the sidelines, got to start panicking a little bit, perhaps.
Is there panic? I don't know. Well, we all know the first rule is don't panic, right? And the second rule is it's a team game. But impressive work so far by Andy Hamilton's Vancouver Legion to move the Rick meter solidly in their favor at this point, early in the second.
Roby in the shotgun. Back to throw. Dumps it out to the tight end for a pickup of 5 yards. Look at that. Rob Roby only 13 yards and 1 interception. Pass caught by number 47 for the Knights.
Very unusual to see
Maxi Rodriguez.
I'm sorry. Very unusual to see Rob Roby not do Rob Roby type things. And that's actually a potential a plus for London, getting him going. And he could produce.
Here's the kid of Reggie Streeter, and Streeter is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Day, among others, leading the charge.
So a little bit of the strategic advantage swings over to Vancouver as well, because they'd like to get Streeter going, but they'd also like to get Roby kind of off the schneid.
He's the leading rusher with over 650 yards rushing. And he got the handoff on 3rd down, and he lost 2 yards. Here's a look at the rushing leader one more time. 667 yards coming into today for Reggie Streeter. Keith Swearingen for Charleston, only 7 yards behind. Another punt from London. Turn. Is up to 36, and Sergeant Pepper is back out in the field. Don't forget to follow the Simulation Football League on Twitter at SimulationFL. Use the hashtag Make an Impact and spread the word. Three-man backfield setup. Here's to get to Nakai. Nakai spinning through the middle, and he gets over to 50 to the London 48-yard line. He's up to 80 yards with a long of 25.
So when they call that play, Colin, they just sort of shrug their shoulders and say, well, Nakai up the middle, why not? Not getting sick of getting first downs, at least not yet.
Well, Sergeant Pepper has found his Billy Shears and Pseudo Nakai.
You're going to press that Beetle. Beetle reference, aren't you? I love it.
And here's to get to Nakai up the middle again.
Boy, the way they're giving him the ball, by the time he's done, it will have been a hard day's night for Nakai.
2 yards. Pick up Slim Shady with another tackle.
He might need some help.
You know, London only gives up 323.5 yards total defense per game. That's second coming in. The way it's going right now, that Vancouver passed that number this week. As stopped at the line of scrimmage. There's a look at the head-to-head numbers. London has beaten Vancouver twice.
That streak is in doubt at this point here. Still in the first half, though, Colin, and lots of time to make adjustments, especially coming out of the second half.
Third and 8, Pepper will get sacked. He was looking for a guy on the screen, but he got distracted by something else downfield.
I think he heard us talking and lost his focus. But yeah, there's an adjustment. Two guys.
There's DeAndre Washington sack.
Pepper's just hanging on for dear life there.
And at 4th and 14, London.
600.
Giving it a jolly good effort on defense. Their offense is yet to pick up. And Maddox lets the punt go, and it rolls in the end zone for a touchdown. So London takes over. Down 10-0. You're watching the SFL presented by AP Music on 11 Sports Network. Well, London, they have to get going, and they have to get going in a hurry. Rob Roby trying to step up his game. He's already thrown 1 pick six. And Reggie Streeter's been held in check by this Vancouver defense. Roby's back to throw under some pressure, lets it go, and it was dropped nearly into the hands of Manakanaka.
Wow.
2nd down and 10.
Kind of goes through the hands of the receiver. Making it a dangerous live ball. Kicking around the secondary. And they've got 80 yards to go here, Colin, and they obviously want to score.
Here to get to Streeter again.
There
and
we
Reggie
go.
Streeter breaks open 30, 40, all the way down to the London 44-yard line. His best run today, he's got 34 yards and 8 carries, so he's got his jersey now.
Just what Dr. Colin ordered. More